More heavy snow on the way. We'll tell you what that means. Lake effect snow advisories over the western UP becoming effective at 1 p.m. Southern Houghton and Barriga counties, we'll see that go into effect at 4 p.m. Meanwhile, lake effect snow warnings for Lewis County initially at 1 p.m. and we have until 10 p.m. in places like Alger and Schoolcraft counties, northern Schoolcraft, before we deal with the heaviest of snow. As we look around, it's been a west to southwest wind, and that has for the most part kept the good lake effect snow off the grid for now. There's some snow over the Keweenaw Peninsula, but as you can see, our friends downstate dealing with some snow through the overnight first thing this morning and up into Canada as well. Right now, what we're watching is some system snow. Really, it's on the lighter side with just a dusting, a sugar coating to an inch or so out there. The best moisture with the system, as you can see, is working through the southern Great Lakes. Spanning way out. Some unsettled weather over the Pacific Northwest makes for some interesting weekend weather for us. It looks like a piece of that system will go off into the northern stream. That eventually works over those northern tier states. Meanwhile, the southern tier, actually that's going to work through the southern Mississippi River Valley, and that's going to tap into plenty of warm and moist air out of the Gulf of Mexico. We'll tell you what that means. So here's our system snow. Temperatures on the cold side. We saw 13 in Manistee. It's 13 in Charleston, West Virginia this morning, up into the mountains of the Appalachians, 15 in Cleveland. Meanwhile, we're still watching that little pocket of cold air under this trough here. So and the southwest wind, and that's going to toss some snow up over northern lower Michigan, over the east end as well. There'll be some accumulation with that. Some system snow to deal with, and then back behind the system as it continues to strengthen and works up into Canada, we'll see strong west to northwest winds developing. That means more lake effect snow in your northwest wind belts. Good accumulation too, and there's a chance for some drifting and blowing snow, reduced visibility, and all that fun stuff you like to see when you head out and try to start your car. Friday, not a bad day. We start to see some relief, especially around lunchtime and through the afternoon, kind of hitting the pause button again. But then here's that northern tier system. We'll talk about some mix of rain and snow into our Saturday morning. And as this lower system works in, that's going to be spreading right in. Lots of warm air with that. That'll bring a chance for rain. But as we transition, we're going to be teetering around that freezing point. So the worry there is that we may have some freezing rain or some freezing drizzle on top of the snow. And as we fall back down to freezing during the overnight hours, that could mean some tricky travel for you. That'll threaten both Saturday and Sunday morning. So back to today, kind of a convoluted system here. We're dealing with two different precipitation catalysts. So we have a south to southwest wind over roughly the eastern half of the UP. We have a system snow initially over the west end. Not much to talk about there, but back behind that front, we'll see those strong northwest winds and lake effects tapping into that moisture into this afternoon. Temperatures only managing upper teens, low 20s, and over places like Newberry, Mackinac County, over towards Chippewa County, perhaps into portions of eastern Schoolcraft, we'll see some of that good accumulating lake effect snow through this afternoon. But as we look at tonight, strong west to northwest winds developing. Gusts will be into the 30 to 40 mile an hour range, so there will be some drifting and blowing snow. Temperatures holding generally into the teens near the shorelines. Looking further south, you guys have been escaping the worst of these several systems we dealt with. We do dip into the single digits though, so we start to see some good numbers over the western UP. We'll say 3 to 5 inches of snow there. Over north and central, you start to see some accumulation, but really nothing to write home about. Over the east end, you could have a tricky drive home this afternoon and evening. We may see 4 to perhaps up to 6 inches of snow, but total snow now into your noontime Friday. We're approaching a foot over the far western UP. We'll say 5 to 10 over most of the Copper Country, Keweenaw Peninsula, and part of north and central. Really, again, central upper Michigan escaping the worst of this system. We're approaching 1.5 feet in those places that have really been seeing big numbers already. So you guys are right in the wheelhouse in places like Alger, northern Schoolcraft, and especially northern Lewis County. Your TV 6-day forecast, a cold and snowy to end the work week. We warm up for the weekend, but that only means a wintry mix of freezing rain, some snow, and rain on tap by Sunday. We go back down into the depths of winter Monday and Tuesday next week. Big snow for that. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.